We expect a tough game as always. I think that making the playoffs is a privilege, and we're really happy that once again we're sitting here talking about playoffs. It's 5 years in a row, five straight. That's amazing. It's really amazing. If you think about it, only two teams in MLS can say that right now. Five straight playoffs. So we're really excited. I think it's a great time for the franchise. Charlotte is a very difficult opponent. We know them well. We have a lot of friends there, including Urso, who is coming back to town again. I don't think this time he's going to get the same ovation that he got last time. But it's good. We're happy to be here. We hope that we can play a great game and beat Charlotte here and hopefully go on the road and beat them again so we don't need game three. Not that I don't want to see anybody back, but, I'd rather do it in two.
Well, first, from all the players and staff, thank you so much for the company and the connection that you guys do with our people and the people who is following us in Major League Soccer. We are so proud to be again in this stage of the playoffs, which is the most important part of the season. And for us, it's just an opportunity one more time just to get the best price here to our club, to our city, and that's what we are focused on. We are very optimistic and so ready to compete. And regarding our match, it's a playoff time. You know that playoffs is a different tournament. It's a short tournament. When there is not tomorrow, you have to be ready that day. And we are preparing mentally just to face that challenge that we are. But we are really proud to represent our club again in playoffs.
All right, so for those in the room, if you have a question, just use the raise hand button. If you're on the Zoom, just use I'm sorry, you're in the room, raise your hand. If you're on the Zoom, use the raise hand button. We'll start with Austin, we'll go to Shane.
Afternoon, guys. Luis, you kind of talked about it, just five straight playoffs. For both of you, having the core group of this team remaining from when you first started all the way through to now, how important has that been just for, this season of being able to have the second half turnaround from the beginning of the season, being able to come out into a good standing in the playoffs, and also just having that experience of guys who have been there and, been through something like this to be able to kind of make a run. How important is that going forward now?
I think it's great to have consistency on the project, and we have to express our gratitude also for the hard moments too. But that continuity, that consistent, just give us the best chance and the best opportunity to show the best out of our group. The core of the team that we have built all together, and just keep that group and trying to reinforce it every year is going to give us the best chance and the opportunity to win it. So we really value that continuity and that consistency on the players that we can have and retain, knowing that sometimes other teams want them, or how is the business in the industry, but the club has made an effort on just retaining the group in that core of players. Once again, we will have a better opportunity to win.
Go to Shane and then, sorry, go ahead.
No. I guess that everything that Oscar said, and I think that you can look at us and say it's the same group of players. They're new players, there are players coming and going all the time, but I think the things that stay are that we follow the same principles always, right? There's no giving up. You can say whatever, things are not working out, but this team is always committed, is always fighting hard, even through when times are not easy, and and we're also adaptable. We know how to adapt to different things. That has a lot to do with the mentality of the coaching staff, of course. That's what they're all about. That there's no, you can lose a game, but you can't lose an effort, and that's that's the consistency. The most important thing, that it's consistent in our group.
Now we'll go to Shane, then to Alonso.
Oscar, it's a 3-game series, but one game won't end it. But how do you treat the first game? The importance of winning that, getting off on the right foot. Do you almost have to manage it like there's no tomorrow?
That's correct. And we should be conscious about not just the opportunity, but the reality of the playoffs. That is not tomorrow. It really isn't. At the same time, we have had an advantage during the season and qualified in the 4th place this time, knowing that we would have another game at home in the case that we need it. But it's our thoughts and confidence that we can resolve the series the sooner possible. But respecting the structure, obviously, we are playing the series as it is, and first concentrate on this first one game. This one is the one, and we'll see after that what's the next approach. But one step at a time, and now we have them at home, and we must win it.
Alonso, and then right in
Thank
front.
you. Hi, Coach. How are you? Congratulations for the playoff for the 5th time in a row. But I want to ask you about November is another CONMEBOL qualifiers. Have you guys have a plan how to keep the momentum of Orlando City showing all this half of the season?
It's correct. It's some of the challenges that we have faced during the year. The FIFA days, knowing that our players had been selected to their national teams, and not just one, but sometimes 3 and even more. But it's good for them. It's good for the club. We had trying to face those couple weeks when the FIFA day chose, and trying to be the best with the players that we have or we kept here. But now it's just keep managing the way we have done it, allowing them to go, obviously, and just try to magnify the days that they are training with us and during that period. And playoffs is going to be the same. Not perfect, but it will be the same.
I'm going to go to Michaela, then to Brandon.
Ok, ¿puedo hacerlo en español? Sí, ¿qué tal, profe? ¿Cómo está? Mucho gusto, Micaela Marín de Univisión Orlando. Profe, quería preguntarle, obviamente es paso a paso, justo lo estaba mencionando aquello, se viene un partido importante con Charlotte y luego, obviamente, de pasar la llave, vendría el primero, que sería el Inter, o el Atlanta United, que acaban de tener un partido importante este fin de semana en casa, que cayeron derrotados. ¿Cómo planificar el primer partido para posteriormente, si es que llegase a pasar los octavos de final, enfrentar a 2 equipos también que son fuertes en su campo? Gracias.
Bueno, saludos también. En los playoffs es bueno que uno pueda tener una visión de la estructura de ese torneo corto que es o que significa los playoffs, y mirar bien la ruta que nos toca, que como dices, pues avanzando nosotros con Charlotte, tendríamos uno de los 2 rivales de la zona, que es Miami o Atlanta. Sabemos que podría ser así, pero nuestra responsabilidad hoy es enfocarnos en Charlotte y pasar ese primer escollo, un rival a la vez, y esperar que lo otro se vaya derivando como venga. Pero es correcto lo que dices. Uno trata de mirar el panorama y sí que sabemos quiénes son los rivales próximos, pero de nuevo pues esperamos primero pasar nuestro primer bracket con Charlotte.
Go to Brandon, Jessica, and then Mike.
Hey, what's going on? Coach, this question is for you. You guys been playing the best soccer since July in the league. What would you say has been contributing to your success, and then how do you keep it up with the pressure of the postseason?
It's true. We felt the same. I thought we put a lot of things together since the summer. But when we recap what it was the first semester, we also remind a lot of good games that we couldn't finalize because we didn't score and we were not fine in that last third of the pitch. And playing well without scoring, it seems like it's impossible to have good memories because you won't get the results. So these good results had been a team playing well, and the team has been playing not just well, but we're scoring goals. And the last semester, we increased that part of our performances. We found a net, and we hope that we can continue during this playoffs. And most important, but you're right. We're playing well, but better that we're scoring. And now it just give us the best opportunity to win.
Just wondering, a question for both of you, but does the atmosphere feel like a little different this year, just with the Pride going to the playoffs and you guys going to the playoffs same year, first time ever?
I think it's great that the Pride is in the playoffs. It gives us the full package, right? We have both teams. We love when the Pride is putting together their run like they did and getting ready for the playoffs, getting supported shield, and that tells you a lot about the whole organization, right? It's just like for us, we concentrate on ourselves as I know that they concentrate on themselves, but of course we do love the fact that we're both in the playoffs, and if we can bring 2 championships to the city at the same time, that would be amazing. But we all looking at our own brackets, our own challenges right now. But absolutely great to have both teams for the first time in the playoffs.
Right, it's correct. We all felt so proud of the Pride, and winning a supporter shield is so difficult, and that's a great achievement for our club, and we're very proud, and we congratulate them, and we're pushing for the best all the time for them. So hopefully that we all can just reach the best in this sports season. Yes.
For Coach Pareja, when you guys were struggling earlier in the season, how worried were you that you might not pull out of it? Did you do something different to maybe kickstart the team? Anything schematically or motivationally that you did to sort of pull the team out of the losing?
Well, it's a great question because what I talk to the players when we get in these periods where we have these downs and we don't get results. And I reinforce a lot on the group that the way we do it is the way we're going to continue, because that's what it has brought us in the success of the club and the team and the tournaments. And not losing our ways on those periods where it seems like the things are not right, but consistency on belief on the way we do things, the way we play, the way we have construct this club and this team, and that was exactly what we did. I have to tell you that we didn't do anything different. Nothing that just keep believing on the ways we do it. We found a net, we found results, confidence back, and then all the good things that we did in the first part of the season that we didn't recognize because we didn't get results. It was recognized at the end, but that's the game. It's the game. It's the way it goes.
Awesome.
I guess kind of going off of that, Oscar, for the confidence aspect, having players finding their stride at the right time, not only with Facu and his success that he's had, but also with Duncan and Ramiro, and having that options in the attack, especially right as you start heading into the playoffs. How important has that been, just having the offense firing on all cylinders over the last couple of months?
It's great to see that cohesiveness that they have developed, not just the one who start, but the guys who are coming from the bench. What I have sensed in the training ground is that despite they are professionals that are competing for their position, they're good teammates, and they're pushing each other. They're competing for the position, and they know that the coaches, with transparency, we put the one that may help us in that moment to win. And they have absorbed that, and they have converted into a group that if they have 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 45, 90, they are taking it in behalf of the group or in benefit of the group. So it's not an easy task to do, because with players, and I was one of them, we have our egos and we want to play every single game, whether I play well or not. But when they put the team together, when they put the team first, is when the things start just evolving.
All right. Anything else? Okay. Oh, one more mic.
I don't know if you guys would want to answer this, but how do you feel about everybody just thinking, hey, Inter Miami's going to win no matter what? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think that's that's a normal thing for people to think right now. But I think they did an amazing job in putting together a very good roster within all the limitations that we have in the league and things that we can do and cannot do. So it's natural for people to think that. I hope we get the privilege to play against them in the next round, because that would be a privilege. It would be at their house, and we have a chance to beat the best team that has ever played in MLS at their house. Again, words are great. You still got to play.
All right, we'll wrap up there. We're going to move the table really quick, bring in Haley and Seb. We'll take this photo, and then we will go into the Pride one.